What's going on, everybody? Toby1 Shinobi here, and today I'm going to show you how to beat sweats in Fortnite Zero Build Chapter 5. What I mean by that is kind of playing against above average players or good players and playing smart, aggressive against them. So this gameplay here has like 8 crown players in the lobby that I kill. I think I took down maybe 8 crowns, and I am going to show you how I did it, how I am handling these fights with smart tactics and playing smart aggressive, I like to call it. Okay, so we're coming into fencing fields here, and I saw about 4 gliders. And because I saw about 4 gliders and one might be coming to this house close to me, I'm actually going to pull off here and not hit the slurp tank and instead go for a weapon, because it's a lot more important to have a weapon on the drop than full shields. Because if you have full shields and you don't have a weapon, you're pretty much dead anyways, right? The best you can do is just kind of run away and let them shoot you in the back. So we're going for weapons first, then we're going to come out to the slurp, go ahead and top off. And the reason that I land out here on the perimeter of fencing fields is because no one can get behind you, right? There's nobody behind me. I can keep all of my enemies in front of me, which is a very good thing. Always a good thing in hotspots and just in general. Keep your enemies in front of you and learn where they're at. Like, survey the area before you make any crazy decisions to jump in and just roll the dice, right? So we're trying not to take dice roll fights. We're trying to play smart, but still aggressive. And a lot of being smart aggressive is knowing where the enemies are at first before you push in. Because if you don't know where somebody's at and you push in, you find out there's 2 or 3 players there, you're pretty much going back to the lobby, or there's a very good chance. So I also go through the vineyards here to get flow berries, because flow berries are great mobility and heals. Mobility in a pinch if you don't have any mobility, which I don't. And yeah, we just saw a crown go off to our right. We're just kind of looting and gonna go ahead and get rid of our clingers. Now we hear clingers going off over here. We've got 4 clingers in our inventory, and we know someone's in the area, so we're gonna go ahead and throw some out, like put some pressure out. And we'll talk about this a lot, about putting pressure out early. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these clingers, even though I'm not gonna carry them anymore. Just throw them out there, it doesn't hurt. Maybe they get some damage, right? Maybe they get somebody out of position, and then we can take advantage of that. So now we got the Flowberry EMP combo, which is pretty nasty. Flowberries on 2-story buildings like this are very powerful, because you can jump up and take people by surprise like this. This player was not ready for it, and they almost never are. If you are flying through the air above somebody on a 2-story and trying to play close proximity to them so that you're like kind of over their head, it's very hard to deal with somebody that is directly over your head. So that's kind of what happened right there. We'll play it back. I think you guys understand the concept, but flowberries are really, really good, especially in these 2-story fights when you can get up to their level without them expecting it, and you're playing near this edge, right, where they just don't see you jumping up and they don't see you coming. This player was just not ready for me, so I get like 3 or 4 shots off before they really hit me with anything. And then I come in with a slide to a jump to stay extra evasive and just make this fight easy. They go ahead and drop a business turret. And I never really carry business turrets in my inventory, but I will always throw one down right near me when I find one. I'll throw it down in an advantageous position, like somewhere in the middle of a room or something, or like where it can cover kind of multiple angles, so that if somebody does happen to push into me, I can run around the corner and it might land some shots and help me out in the fight. That was the first crown player we took down. Now we're gonna go ahead and go through fencing and just kind of loot up, try to find mobility, because mobility is super important in Zero Build. Still don't have mobility, but we found a sniper and 9 EMPs. That is a lot of EMPs. I'm hearing gunshots over here. So again, this is where I'm like kind of working my way around the perimeter of fencing. I don't like to go through the middle courtyard. That's pretty much a death sentence. I like to work around the outskirts and then go inwards, right? I try to find where everyone's at first. Don't get in the middle. So we're seeing a lot of gunshots over here. Just throwing some of those EMPs out, seeing if I can land some damage. A lot of gunshots, a lot of footsteps, and I'm really not feeling it. I don't like being in that position because it takes too long to get back into cover. So we're going to go ahead and take the ridgeline and then start putting pressure out. So we got no scope on our sniper, but that's all right. Now we see someone coming over here. These are just AI right here, these 2 guys that I'm killing. You can tell they're AI just by the way they're moving. Garden Dolphin. Someone just took a snipe at me, so let's rewind that. We are standing probably a little too still right here, to be honest. In this lobby right now, this is a dangerous thing to be doing, especially without a scope on the AR. The thing about not having a scope on your AR is you have to stand kind of still for it to actually hit. And yeah, and we could have died right there. They took a snipe at us, which I immediately noticed was a sniper shot, and I get mobile. So we're gonna land into a slide, land into another slide, stay sliding while we're reloading. Notice that that is, you know, bread and butter from my APM video, actions per minute. So watch the APM video. If you don't know how to skate like this, it's really an important skill to learn, because you can do a lot of more multitasking. Here we go. We got somebody jumping onto our roof. That's probably the person that took a snipe at us. And they're playing fairly aggressive, so already I know that this player is probably decent just by the way that they're pushing up. They're running inside the building. That's pretty smart. Now I'm hanging my right shoulder over here because on a 2-story building like this, you can hang that right shoulder over and land shots on people below you and kind of get an advantage because they can't easily jump up and just hit you. They might be aware of that, so they run inside. And I do not want to follow them in there. I don't want to fall into any traps. I'm just going to stay outside and just throw these EMPs in without taking too much risk. And it looks like they just killed the AI in there. This is a crown player. I heard the crown go off. There it goes again. Now we've got Flowberry Fizz and EMPs, which is a very deadly combo. So we're gonna go ahead and top off our shields, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. We jump up on a 2-story, and we get kind of aggro here, but smart aggressive, smart aggro, where we're playing these outskirts, right? We're playing near the building edges where we can fall off if we need to, if we start taking too many shots, and we're gonna start moving quick while throwing EMPs, right? There's just no chance this player's hidden me at any point right there. They're playing aggressive, but they just, it's too late, right? EMP Flowberry Fizz or Flowberry combo is too broken. There's not much they can do about it. Now they're already white health, and we just got to finish them off. So if you want to make engagements easy for you, use Flowberries and EMPs. That's the second crown so far that we've killed there. Probably a good player. It just didn't have a chance to fight because of EMPs and Flowberries. So that tactic right there, especially on 2-story buildings, is deadly. They just never expect it. We just found another business turret in a chest. We're gonna go ahead and throw it out because, again, anytime I find a business turret, I'm throwing that thing down. And I'm trying to throw it in places where it's gonna cover angles for me and it's gonna catch people as they push into my building, right? That is super helpful just to know where people are at. It'll just alert you of enemies' presence. So there's somebody on the roof right there. Also somebody over here. Now that's a bot for sure, but I'm gonna back up anyways because I know somebody's on the roof. So you can see right here when I was in that courtyard, I saw this guy for a second, and then I instantly pushed forward to this cover, and then I came right out because being up in that courtyard is a death sentence, especially if somebody's on that roof. Very likely another person behind me on the other roof. It's just fencing fields. That's what it is for you. At the middle of the game like this, everybody starts coming into fencing fields. So maybe I'm teaching you how to play fencing fields here. Never be in the courtyard. Focus on the perimeters first. Eliminate any AI like this first if you can quickly, just so they're not distracting you. So that guy goes and kills the player or the AI. And this player's above me now, and ooh, this is bad timing. Unfortunately, we start hitting a fizz as they jump into our bush. We're gonna hit them with some movement, stay mobile, and never give up. This is something that if you aren't fighting for your life whenever you get hurt, then you're doing it wrong, guys. Because I promise you, you will surprise yourself sometimes. By no means should I have survived right here, but luckily another player comes in, which is probably the player that I was thinking might exist, out on that roof, lo and behold. So we climb up here, and then we climb right back down. We lose him for a second. Our turret is applying some pressure too, which is nice. Well, actually, maybe my turret's not doing anything. But either way, I got really lucky there. But that's why you always fight for your life, because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. The odds might turn in your favor like they are right now. And we found a health pack. And now we're kind of back in the game. Except for this player's pushing up towards us. And you can see that my health pack is clipping through the wall right here, which is never a good thing. If you have somebody coming up towards you, especially if you're hurt, you don't want them knowing you're there. So I'm gonna back up so this is no longer clipping through the wall while trying to make as little amount of noise as possible. And at this point in my mind, I'm thinking we just gotta take this 50-50, hopefully catch them off guard. It's really important to catch them off guard. If we can land like 4 good frenzy shots on this player right here before they even know we exist, then we might be able to take this. Cut the heal early because I see them right there in a sprint. When you see them at a disadvantage, you got to take advantage of it. You come out, I just strafe out here. I've already got my crosshair lined up. All I got to do is strafe to the right and pull the trigger and just keep strafing and just land my shots. That's the most important thing. Just land the shots, focus on the enemy. I'm not even moving my mouse very much. I'm mostly moving my character, making it easy for myself, and that is the 3rd crown player now. Got pretty lucky, but at the same time, like if I run through this building and I go, you know, in the middle of the building, I'm trying to find heals and there's a guy right here and a guy behind me and I have no mobility, I'm probably dying. So I just took the risk right there, risked it for the biscuit, and it worked out. I'll repeat it a lot of times in this video. Putting the pressure on early, playing aggressive is pretty much the best way to play against above average players or good players. Any player really, right? Once you get them on their heels, it makes it a lot easier for you because now they're a little anxious and they're a little scared and they're just trying to survive and you're just chasing. You just got to do it smart aggressive. So we're going to go ahead and skip this part. This is me basically just crouched around, listening in, and we're in the underbelly of fencing field, just kind of like getting heals and listening in. Now I know somebody's over on this roof over here because I heard it. Also heard a crown go off earlier, which I didn't show you, but yeah, this guy's crown, or this player's crown went off. Go ahead and take a snipe at them, putting that pressure on early. Again, I'm not waiting for them to look at where I'm at and catch me first. I'd much rather just take the shot, right? If we land a shot here, it changes the fight for us. We don't have mobility, and if we can put some pressure out first, then we can kind of like push up and be a little bit more free with our movements here. We're not going to push this player because we don't have mobility and it's just too risky. It's very likely that there's still players here in fencing other than that player. Now we're thinking about taking out Nisha, but we really need some mobility. So that's what I'm kind of looking for still, because I do not like to be fighting any boss or really be like in a structure at all unless I have mobility, because it's so easy to get third partied and fourth partied. And there we go. We come up on a shockwave and a purple sniper. Ooh, a blue sniper modded just the way I like. 2x scope, drum mag, angled foregrip, and a silencer. Not bad. So now we're pretty stoked. At least we got some mobility. Now we're going to play this roof here, and we're just going to scan the environment. We want to find out where that player went, find out where all the players are, see if anyone's sneaking up on us. And there we go. Sniper shot at us. No surprise, really, to be honest. Anytime I'm on this roof, I'm just kind of trying to stay mobile because I know that people are probably watching and everyone's focusing on Nisha and kind of the area around Nisha to see if anyone's pushing. So they're going to be looking at me. So we got to skip forward here. We're just still hanging around Nisha's building and we're really just looking for players. Like, I'm not committing to fighting her yet because I don't want to get in the fight, have someone third party me, kill the person, and then have a fourth party come in, because it's super common. Pretty much every time that you fight Nisha, if you're killing Nisha mid-game, a very good chance you're gonna have a third and fourth party. So we're gonna kill her from concealment here in the bush, and we're just keeping our eyes open while we do it, right? We're not super focused on these guards. I'm gonna go and grab the medallion and her gun really quick, and then I'm just gonna keep my eyes out, kill these guys as quick as I can. Now I'm looking around. I'm instantly reloading my shotgun first. I almost started reloading my AR, but I'm just gonna go for the shotgun first. If somebody jumps on your head, you want your shotgun reloaded. And now we're just gonna look for that player because it's very likely that they're trying to sneak up on us. So we're just gonna sit in this bush and wait. I heard a grapple blade. Probably couldn't hear it, but there's a little whipping noise, grapple blade coming. So now we're looking for the roof. There they are. There we are again, putting the pressure out, right? So we're putting the pressure on this player, maybe making them a little nervous. If they're confident with their skills, like this player clearly is, they're going to shoot back. And I kind of like that because I'm in a good position right now. They're probably a little overconfident because they shouldn't be fighting me when I have concealment and I have a sniper like that. That's very dangerous. I'm center bush, they're not gonna find me. So you'll notice here that I hit him for the 110 and then I instantly go for the shockwave play, and I'm just trying to put the pressure on this player. So once you get a good player hurt, you just wanna keep the pressure on. There we go. Now we've hit him for about 150, maybe 170, and we're just gonna keep putting the pressure on, but we're gonna play smart aggressive here. And notice we'll climb up this and we're staying in cover, right? We're not running through any open spaces for very long where we can get headshot sniped, and we're just gonna play the edge of this building so that if this fight goes south or somebody shows up from the right, we can just hop off the edge. Okay, no one yet. We're gonna grab this grapple, another crown down. We're gonna grab this snipe, check the scope, and we're just gonna stay mobile for a second here because very likely we get third partied, but okay, nothing so far. Now, when I get down to vault, I'm always checking all these little nooks and crannies. Very likely that somebody is going to rat down here behind one of these. So I just like to check before I go stand in front of the vault and get clingered or sniped in the head or something like that. Notice I'm also watching this door as I open the vault, but that turret placement is good because if I put it right here, then somebody's gonna see the turret as I come down the stairs and they're gonna know that I'm pretty much ready for them. It alerts them to my presence, and I'd rather have them not be alerted to my presence or the fact that I have a turret until it's too late and they're down here. Even though they can see it on the minimap, most players don't notice it on the minimap. I never do. So yeah, we're gonna loot this vault, skip through that, modify our weapons. Just get a laser sight on our shotgun, and then we're just gonna get out of here as soon as we can, because I don't like being downstairs. Just don't like ever being in any area where there's just no exit if somebody jumps down there. Okay, and we see somebody running out in the open, and this is not a good spot for him to be. These roofs right over here are never a good spot to be unless you know that the POI is cleared, but it's clearly not because I have a medallion, so this player should know better. She shouldn't be exposing their back like that. And now most players in my position might run up to the roof and get on the ridge, but as soon as I see this player as an easy shot, I'm just going for it. And there you go. If I would have ran up to the roof, it's very likely that player kind of move again, and then I don't get that shot on him. And that just, wow, that AI is hard to hit. So yeah, because I took the shot early, applied the pressure early, we get the shot, and I didn't waste any time getting on the roof. I could always slide off the roof if they started shooting back at me, you know, but if I land that first shot when they're just not expecting it, changes the game. So again, applying pressure early, just taking the shot from a safe position, smart aggressive. And now we see another player out here in the fields just looting, and they're healing up, which is always a good sign. If you see someone healing, that's usually a good sign they're hurt. So we go ahead and land a nice easy shot on them when they kind of slow down for a second. And the way that they're moving, I can tell that they're fairly good, just because they're avoiding to being an easy target. Now we push up after a 116, and they're probably already hurt, so we're feeling pretty confident about this. And they snipe us and get a very nice snipe on us. This fight could have gone poorly because I pushed fairly bad right here. You know, they hit me with a snipe and then AR. Luckily, I hit him with a headshot. I don't know if a body shot would have killed him. Either way, well played by this player, but that's the danger of pushing in a straight line. I probably should have taken more of a 45-degree angle. I just thought that maybe I'd be a little more concealed behind those trees. But yeah, that player is good for sure. So now we are looting, and we're not going to make the mistake they made where we're sitting out in the open, crouching up and down. You'll notice that as soon as I pick up the shields off the body, or I'm starting to hit minis, right? So I hit my minis first. I get up to 50. And I'm staying mobile the whole time. I run to the tree for cover, and I'm sliding around. I get this health pack. I'm sliding around while eating it, you know, applying the med kit. And now we're back to moving, grabbing our stuff and going. So that's how you want to loot when you are out in the open field like that, especially after a big fight just went down. This is the center of the map. It's now the end game. It's never a good idea to be just hanging around, healing out in the middle of a field. So we're going to stay moving and just play these outskirts. So now I'm back to the outskirts of fencing because I don't want to be in the inside of fencing right now. In the end game, everyone's kind of coming into this POI, and I'd rather catch them on the early outskirts before I get surrounded by people around me, coming across the river, coming from over the left by ruined reels, coming from where I'm at right now. I just don't really want to be in the center of it. I'd rather go outside and work myself back in. So here's another AI on the edge, going around fencing, and now the storm circle is pulled again, and I haven't seen anyone directly on the backside of fencing, so I'm just going to go ahead and get up on the roof again and just see if I can get an eye on people coming out, and yeah, just see if I can. I really can't climb through this window. Dude, these windows drive me crazy. So yeah, we're just trying to get an eye on people, but we can't even get through the window here. So footsteps, 2 pairs of footsteps, which is interesting because pretty much all the guards are dead at this point. So I'm seeing 2 players here, or a player and an NPC. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a little aggressive here, push up. I'm thinking they're behind that barrel. They're not. Okay, it looks like it was an AI, but there's a player down there. A player and an NPC. We trade a little damage here. They hit me with a snipe and I hit them with a snipe. And now we're kind of 50-50 and I'm not really liking this. I'll take one quick shot and then they're moving out of position there and now I need to go. I don't want to get pushed up. And I don't want somebody third partying me either. I'm not feeling great about this fight. It's lasted a little too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and run away and just get back to roof or get back inside the building. Oh my gosh. I just can't climb through the windows for some reason. This game. Okay, we'll kill their follower, and it looks like they're still down there. So we're gonna hit a flowberry. A couple flowberries get full health, and now we're going for that flowberry play again. Just staying mobile. And it looks like they're gonna stay down there, and I'm not playing their game. I'm not gonna walk into someone's trap and go down there and just find out that they're in a different spot than I thought they were. You know, on the left side of the staircase instead of the right. Not a game I want to play. There's only 2 other players in this lobby other than that player, and I want to know where they're at. So that player right there, I can tell for one, probably might not be the best player anyways, because they're kind of playing a little more passive. They had a hired NPC, so I'm not really too worried about that player. I don't want to get involved with them and then get third-partied, and I don't want to just go down there and find out that they hit more shotgun shots than me and close range 50-50, so we're not doing it. We're just going to start scanning around the edges here. There we go. We see some footsteps. So that's one of the other players. So now we know where two are, and there's only one more to find after this. So I see footsteps near this hut. And there we go. We're going to apply some early pressure. And they just immediately run. And again, this is it, guys. This is applying early pressure. This is the power of early pressure. I guarantee you that this player is thinking, oh my gosh, this guy hacking? Like, how does he know I'm here? I have no idea this player's here. I'm just shooting the wall because I saw footsteps in this area. And I thought they might be behind this wall. And turns out they are. And they got scared and they're left. And now in their mind, they're already a little bit worried about me probably because I applied early pressure. So that's just like, I'm kind of in their psyche to a degree. I know that they'd be in mine if I were in a similar position. I'd be like, wow, that player's aggressive. They're ripping down my cover. They know where I'm at. Like, this guy wants me dead, not somebody I want to be near. So they just shockwaved out. And now we're looking for the last player, which has a medallion, who was coming over to the left. You can see him on the mini map here. Medallion coming in, and they're moving quick. So they're either in a car or they're flying. So they're flying. So that's why we look up to the sky. Always take the shot, you know? You never know. There is still one more player over to our left, so we gotta be kind of careful about them. But now we know where all three players are at. Two of them are inside fencing. One just flew in off the island, and then another one was out here. So now the main objective is to clear our back right here, because if we can get this area cleared, then we can come into zone right here and play this edge and be sure that nobody's on our back. Keep all of our enemies in front of us, and then that makes the game very easy for us. Now you see I'll shoot out the windows here for the Prospering special in case somebody jumps into my car. I have the windows open and I can just shoot them in the face. You know, I'll exit the car, shoot them in the face in case they jump in. Someone takes a snipe at us from like over here. And I'm not trying to get too involved in fights right now. I kind of still want to know where everyone's at. They still haven't shot at me again. So I'm going to go ahead and park my car right here. Now I'm looking for fights. I'm looking for other enemies. Here we go. This is the medallion player, and I would love to get a nice shot on them. Boom. Notice that we park our car and we stand to the left of it because now our vision is blocked from that sniper that was on the right earlier. And this is what I'm saying. Put the pressure out there. Let the bullets fly. Take the shot. Like, it's not really going to hurt. They already know my position. I've got like two or three medallions right now. Take the shot. Catch them when they're off guard. That's probably a very good player. And now they're out of the lobby, which is great for us. Now we've got two players, and both of them, in my mind, are fairly passive. Maybe most of the sweats are out of the lobby. That was maybe the last crown there. That person just picks up the crown, I think. Now this player's running around. I'm looking for an easy shot. I'm also just trying to not get sniped from the other person that's to my right, and we're just going to keep moving his zone, because that's the move. And we know that this player just shocked over there, and we can see their medallion as well on the minimap. And the best spot to be in zone right now is definitely up here on this hill. This is an okay spot, but this is much better because it's on edge of zone. And these cliffs are ruthless for trying to get up. Even with shockwaves, even with a grappler, it's very hard to get up these unless you got like flow berries or something, because you'll often like hit the rocks and just kind of slide back down. All right, so that person's got a lock-on pistol, and they're playing out there. And that's fine. Oh, he's gonna run out in the open. Ooh. Oh, I think I tried to fire again right there and just didn't go off. This player right here is playing very, very dangerously, running out in the open. If I would have hit the shot or even just spray him with an AR, that's probably GG's for them. Very dangerous to do that in the end game. You should be playing near cover, and he really shouldn't be playing at this tree. And I definitely should not have peeked that shot again. Wow, not a smart play by me. So I took a shot, right? And then I come out and I peek the exact same spot, and now they've got a sniper out, and this is GG's in most cases for me. A lot of cases, right? Like, this is like 50-50 snipe shot right here. Very dangerous. Apparently this shot doesn't land. Wow, that looks like it's going into their head. Huh. A little bit off to the left, I guess. Either way, not a smart shot by me, but that's okay. We're learning. I am learning to not take these sniper battles like that. Never peek twice, especially against good players. I'm not sure if this player is that great because of the way that they're playing out by this tree. If you're this player right now, you don't want to be here because the other player is somewhere out there, and I'm shooting at you right here. This is just not good for them. This is not the spot to be. and I'm still missing. So now this time we're repositioning after our shots, which is smart, right? So we take a shot, and then we take another shot, and we duck down instantly. Because now they have the snipe out, and now we're running around to get a different angle. And finally this player's deciding they need to leave. And now another player, for some reason, is shockwaving after them out into the open. So these players' strategy is not their strong suit, I don't think, here. These little trees are not enough, guys. You got to use like hard cover, mountains, rocks, something with more options, because your exit options in a position like this is not very good. If somebody gets behind you, it's bad. You know, you're pinched now between both of us. All we had to do there is just land a snipe shot and then just spray out the tree. And it was just a matter of time until this player gets punished. I had missed a lot of shots on them, but they were playing a dangerous game. So that's another crown down, but actually probably a crown stolen. All right, so we got 116 on that player in the back now, and this is a 1v1. This is the last fight here, so all I gotta do is keep pushing up. Don't get headshot sniped. We put another 116 on, and now they are leaving, full leaving. And I'm looking at zone right now, and I'm thinking I could run after them, but they might like play a bush. They might shockwave around. I don't really know what they have. They might have a sniper. They might land a lucky snipe shot. I'd rather just like grab all these medallions, give myself a huge advantage for heals, and then just get back to zone. I want to keep them out there with no cover, and me, you know, have some high ground or some hard cover. And I'm looking at the zone, and I instantly, I'm thinking, nope, no, do not do that. That is low ground, and they could get up here. And so we're just gonna hold edge. We're gonna hold this until we have to move. Looking for this player, trying to be mobile, and there they are, coming out. Still got a flowberry on. Makes it easy. Flowberries, man, they're crazy. Flowberries are so good. That's why I'm always trying to carry flowberries as my heals, if I'm carrying heals at all. The only heals I really carry are flowberries if I have medallions. Usually I'm carrying 2 pieces of mobility, just because you can rotate out and get heals somewhere else. But flowberries combined with shockwaves is crazy, and the ability to get a lot of height in combat, get above people's heads and throw them off is just definitely worth carrying. So this player right here pretty much was so hurt that this was their move, to just get to zone. And you know, we played zone, so they had to push to us. We made a mistake by running down the hill instead of going for this first. I should have figured that out earlier, but hey, it worked. I'm kind of happy about not chasing them out into zone and having them double back and take high ground on me or something. So play smart aggressive. Oftentimes if it's a 1v1, just play the waiting game. So yeah, that was it, guys. I hope it was helpful. I think there was some interesting things in that game that happened. Good amount of crowns in that lobby, and I hope this kind of teaches you how to play smart aggressive, or at least gives you the idea of like the kind of pressure, the idea of applying the pressure first, applying the pressure early, and being the one to take the enemy off guard, keep them on the back step, I guess you could say, or on their heels, what the phrase is. You know what I'm saying. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like on the video. It helps me tremendously. And if you want to support me and my family, please use code TobyJuanShinobi in your Fortnite item shop. It helps us so much. And if you want to take your game to the next level, I really encourage you to check out my must-watch playlist for Fortnite Zero Build. You'll find it on my YouTube channel. It's the top playlist. And if you want to take your game to another level, then consider joining by clicking that join button or the link in the video description. Join the Shinobi clan. Consider joining as a master and getting access to training 3 days a week with myself and other master members. It is an awesome deal. All right, guys, that is my spiel. I'll bore you no more. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have yourself a great day. Shinobi out.